Good morning, everyone. I'm Eric Hoffman. I'm a meteorology professor here at Plymouth State University. I've been teaching meteorology for about 20 years. We're here on the rooftop of Boyd on our observation deck, and I'll be giving you a little tour of some of the instrumentation we have. We'll start with our instrument shelter. It houses our thermometers, and these are the sort of old school glass thermometers. They're not in use anymore because we have an automated weather station, but if you want to take a look inside, we can go around and see what it looks like inside. And there are 3 thermometers in there, one that shows the current temperature, one that records the maximum temperature, and one that records the minimum temperature. And in the old days, we would have a logbook and check it once a day and record the max and min and current temperatures. So we have several instruments for measuring precipitation, and this is our Coco-Roz rain gauge. It is a very simple instrument. It is literally a plastic tube that catches the rain. This is the funnel, and the water goes in here, and we measure the depth of the water to measure how much rain. This is a community rain gauge. There are thousands of these instruments around the country. And we are one of the participants in this large national public experiment for measuring precipitation. So this rain gauge actually weighs the water, so the water falls in and it gets weighed. It's a little more precise than that instrument there, but it also is very sensitive, so we have to calibrate it very carefully. Now we'll talk about some of the things on the edge of the deck. We have a couple of satellite dishes. The large satellite dish brings us some weather data. And the smaller satellite dish feeds weather data to our TV studio, which we'll see a little bit later. And the rusty pole with the white pie plate on top is actually a GPS water vapor instrument. It is measuring the amount of water vapor between here and the GPS satellite, and it's a continuous measurement, and it's been making continuous measurements since about 2003. We also have a portable weather balloon launching system, and this is the instrument that gets attached to the weather balloon to make the measurements. So I'll take it out of the box. So what we have here is an instrument that's measuring temperature and humidity and sensors here. And it sends that signal via radio back down to the computer on the ground as it's floating through the air. We attach it to a helium balloon. The helium balloon goes up to about 50,000 feet before it pops. This also has a GPS in it, so as the balloon is flying along, it's measuring its location, and we can get the wind speed and wind direction. And it also has a pressure sensor in it. We do radius-on launches to support education, so we show our students how this works, but we also can support research projects by launching weather balloons in the atmosphere. We have our automated Davis Pro weather station mounted on the top of this 10-meter pole all the way up there. And this is our automated weather station. It has an automated rain gauge, a wind vane and anemometer for measuring wind speed, temperature and humidity sensors, and also a solar radiation sensor. We put it all the way up on top of the pole so that we get a halfway decent wind speed and wind direction. But of course we know that our rooftop isn't the perfect place for making weather observations. If you click on Plymouth State University's website and look for the weather on the homepage with the view of campus, that will be coming from our Davis weather station mounted on the pole. Well, here we are in our little TV studio. This is where meteorology students who are interested in the field of broadcasting get some experience both in front of the camera and in using the software to create weather stories for their TV shows. So what we have over here is our WSI Max system for weather graphics. And so students build the weather graphics on this machine, and they can build their whole show, and they learn how to use that software, and then they'll be able to take that into the workplace with them when they go to the TV studio. This is our video editing machine. The video signal from the camera and the weather graphic software come together over here. And over here is our version of the green screen. And the video camera points at the green screen, and the video signal from the camera and the graphic signal from the graphic computer come together here, and it will erase everything that is that color green out of the picture. So I'm going to go ahead and step in front of the camera, and you can see what it looks like. And here I am standing in front of the green screen, and you can see I'm in front of the weather graphic, so I can talk about how we have generally clear skies across New England this morning with a few clouds down across the mid-Atlantic and a few more in northern Canada, but it's going to be a nice sunny day here today. And I'm actually not looking on the wall behind me because the wall behind me is a plain green. I'm actually using the monitors to figure out where I am. And so students get practice in being on camera and talking about the weather as they learn to become broadcast meteorologists if they choose that career path. Action shot pointing